So I'm laying in bed, scrolling through my Facebook, and what pops up? An article about changes that are happening in the Magic Kingdom in Disney. Splash Mountain will be down for refurbishment starting in August and lasting until November. I'm so sad. The good news is that it's not going away. It's just being refurbished. So I'm going to go to Disney again. It will be the last time that I ride Splash Mountain. I'll ride it many, many times. It's not going away. Great movie ride. Ellen's Energy Adventure. Splash Mountain. Come on, Disney. Get it together.
Hey ho, welcome to So Glorious. This is Andy.
And Mike.
And today, since we did the top 10 Disney attractions last week, today we are going to do the top 5 least favorite attractions. We decided... So you are even more annoying than you were last video. Go on the... Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Lay down. Sit.
Lay down.
Sit.
Sit.
Good. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Shake. Stop. Just lay down. This is our life. So we decided to do top 5 least favorite attractions. We had to expand and include just attractions because we could not think of enough just plain rides. We also decided that we were just going to do a top 5 least favorite attractions because we just could not think of enough things at Walt Disney World that we did not enjoy because we enjoy everything.
Yeah.
So, let's get down to business.
To defeat the Huns.
My number 5 least favorite attraction at Walt Disney World. So that means like basically the best of the least. And I'm gonna say this, and Mike is probably going. I don't know what Mike's gonna do. I'm assuming that he's gonna be like, "What?" So number 5 for me is the railroad.
I'm okay with that. To me, the railroad is one of those like rides that it's all right, and it's something that you sit down on to kind of like just.
To me, the only benefit of the railroad is that you don't have to walk from like Main Street to Tomorrowland. You can ride the railroad. Well, that's the only benefit of the railroad because, quite honestly, other than the fact that Walt Disney World himself.
Yes, Walt Disney World himself. He is a great planet where he creates things. Let us all pay homage to Walt Disney World himself.
Walt Disney himself loved railroads and trains and all that. The stuff that you see needs to be updated. I don't know. It's just the only benefit is that it gets you to other places.
Point A to point B.
And now the fact that they don't even do the entrance show on the train anymore, there's like no reason.
Yeah. My number 5 is because there's way too many rides like this in Disney World, and this is the less successful of the 3. I think is the flying carpets, because I feel like with the flying carpets, it's yeah.
I disagree with that.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
No,
I know, because this is why. Dumbo, classic. The Astro, which we have not ridden yet.
We haven't ridden Astro.
So I don't know how good or bad that one is.
Right.
Flying carpets go up and down.
They also tilt.
But they don't even do that successfully. They need to pick what they want to do.
Whatever. I disagree with you.
Flying carpets.
Number 4, I put down Innoventions in Epcot. Also, any other thing in Epcot that is not like a ride, basically, in Future World. Innoventions is that little area where you go in and
I
it's got all
know,
the
but what
little-
about like you didn't
stuff.
enjoy trying to fight off the bacteria in the
I mean, I had fun. The only benefit of Innoventions
fighting off bacteria?
Interventions and all that stuff in Future World for me is that it gives you something to do in the 2 hours that the park is open before World Showcase is open. Like that's it.
Hi-oh.
Sorry about it. They could do better stuff in there than just those little exhibits.
Exhibits. My number 4 actually is the carousel.
Aww.
And here's why. You're freaking Disney World.
But the entire
Ah! You are Disney World. It's a carousel. Really?
the entire idea of doing a theme park for Walt Disney was the carousel. He was at a
I
park with
understand.
his children,
I-
and he
you
was
know,
he was
I
watching
watched-
them ride the carousel.
I watched
and
Saving Mr.
that
Banks.
gave-
It doesn't. It's just one of those things. I'm like, It's. I mean, I'll write it, and it's enjoyable.
What if it was?
However,
what if
but-
it was themed more? What if it was themed towards Mary Poppins?
Then that'd be fine, but it's not.
Okay.
And that's my number 4.
3.
Number 3, it for me is Tom Sawyer's Island.
Oh. I've never been there, so I can't really tell you.
I have been there. I don't remember it.
I can see that's something. It's something that at one time may have been like a really big draw.
At one time.
But and then they don't do that. They don't do the paintbrush thing anymore.
They
Where
don't do-
you can find the paintbrush and
Yeah.
you get a fast pass.
You would go to Tom Sawyer's Island and they would set up paintbrushes for whitewashing the fence. And if you found a paintbrush, you could take it back to the person that drove you over on the raft
Okay.
thing, and they would give you a fast pass. They don't do that anymore.
No.
And they closed the quick service restaurant in there, Aunt Polly's. They don't have that anymore. You have to take a raft over from Frontierland, probably a good 10-minute ride to do basically nothing but run around and jump on rocks and stuff.
I'm sure it could be fun for little kids, but
For little kids, I think.
I think for when we have kids, that.
And granted, I would still be up for it because it's Disney, and I'm up for anything at Disney.
Yeah. My number 3 is probably gonna be. You're gonna be mad. Maybe. I don't know.
I've been mad at your last two.
The last two,
Doesn't
anyway.
matter.
The electric water pageant is something that I don't really
okay.
enjoy. But,
I don't really necessarily call that attraction, though.
But it's considered an attraction. I would think, but
Okay.
whatever.
But why?
But
okay.
but
I
here's
agree with
why.
you. I agree with you.
You never know it's happening. But to me, it's like
This is-
you're like, oh, that's happening now.
This is
oh,
not
that's
the-
nice.
this is not
Why
the-
didn't anyone tell me?
This is not
Why
the
don't you
elec-
call me?
This is not
Let me know.
This is not the Electric Main Street Parade, by the way. This is the water
The
pageant.
water pageant. That no
on-
one knows is going to
yeah.
happen until you're leaving the park and you're like, oh, that's going on. It's like boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. Now I know what's going on, but no one told me. Why did someone call and tell me? I could have put it on my itinerary. I could have came out and watched it. I could have showed up, but no, I could not show up because no one did tell me that it was going on.
It's like a classic thing that you're just supposed to know. Actually, if you picked up a Times guide, you probably.
You know what?
2.
My number 2 is Stitch's Great Escape in Tomorrowland.
That's my number 2 as well.
Yeah.
But it's my number 2 for probably different reasons than it's from your number 2 because you've never rode the
Alien Encounter.
which was hands down the coolest ride, and I think it was the coolest ride in the way that it was a different thing than Disney ever did before. And yeah, people say, "Oh, it's too scary." It's like, you know what? There are adults that go to the park too. I think it was too scary for the time when it was out in the 90s. Kids nowadays aren't scared by that kind of stuff anymore. It's like it takes a lot more to scare children nowadays,
That's true.
But I think it was just it was an intense, cool attraction, and it was one of those things. And then they replaced it with Stitch's Great. Really? Like when he belches and it smells like
Yeah, that's the thing.
onions and
To me,
hot
you go into Stitch's
hot sewer water.
you go into Stitch's Great Escape, and the pre-ride stuff, that's kind of cute.
It's
and
cute, and the Stitch
and then
animatronic is cool.
The Stitch animatronic is cool, but to me, it's
Overall, it's just not a great ride.
yeah, it's just meh.
Mm-hmm.
and then he belches in your face, and like he does all this stuff to you, and it's just like, no. There were a couple of attractions that I thought about putting on this list that were like that. I just don't like things that are like messing with me. Like
I don't mind that.
I don't-
You have a problem with that. To me,
like that.
I think it's kind of
like when they used to have the Honey I Shrunk the Audience ride, and they had like the when you
never liked
left.
that.
Like you left the Honey I Shrunk the Audience ride, and they had like the mice going, and like the little tube by your feet wiggled, and you were like,
Well,
"Oh."
that's like with the Bugs Life.
I know,
thing.
I don't like that.
I like it. It's fine.
That almost made my list.
That is a
Tough
fun
to be a
ride.
bug almost made my list. 'Cause
No.
I don't like things messing with me.
No, it is tough to be a bug. You go get it, Bugs. You know.
It's tough to be an audience member.
No,
and
it's
an
not.
audience.
You know what's tough?
Honorable mention.
My honorable mention is the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Oh, I can see that as well. That almost made my list, but
Because I think it's a huge space that is basically a glorified like go-kart. So this is a ride that we did not ride last time, and I don't really remember riding this ride per se, but I know that I rode it when I was a little kid. And I remember that when you were steering those cars, it was like really hard to steer, and you were like going all like it was a hassle. And
Yeah.
it's really hot because you got the asphalt and like the Florida sun, and just like I don't know.
my honorable mention is now I have to have a caveat with my honorable mention.
Oh gosh.
One, it's going away, and I do enjoy parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that if they were to keep it, it needed some horrible refurbishment.
Yes.
It's Ellen's Energy Adventure,
Yes.
because I enjoy it because of Ellen. But I think, and I like the
I like the pre-show.
The pre-show's fun.
Pre-show's cute.
But I like the actual ride mechanism when you go into the dinosaurs and everything like that. But when we went,
It's a massive waste of space.
but not even that. It's like when we went, you heard Ellen's voice, but the animatronic was gone,
Yeah, the LNA.
and it's like the snake was attacking nothing, and it was kind of funny. And
or
but
the dinosaur.
no, it was like a snake dinosaur or whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a paleontologist. I don't know what kind of dinosaur it was.
Anyway.
Some sort of prehistorical eel snake creature.
Here's the thing. I think that ride either one needed a vast refurb, or two did need to be
Close.
closed. But I would have liked to have done one more.
Yeah, one more
Like,
spin on
one
Ellen.
more spin on Ellen's
Yeah.
energy adventure.
I'm Ellen.
1.
My number one is probably the same as yours. Swiss Family Treehouse.
Yes, it is. That is the dumbest thing ever. Why? Okay, I can see.
What's the nickname for Swiss Family Treehouse?
What was it? Waste of time.
No, it was the line ride.
The line ride.
Because you're in line to ride the line.
No, it's just I can understand the concept of it being something that was a way to maybe waste time between.
No, I
attractions,
think the
but-
original concept was a look. It was almost like a museum exhibit. Like you went through this treehouse and seeing how they were able to survive.
I can give two.
Whatever. And it
about
is like
how the Swiss family. First of all,
it is like an opening day attraction. I think this was like one of the first attractions.
Fun.
And I love the movie Swiss Family Robinson, like the actual Disney movie. I do. I think it's a great live action Disney movie. It's a good movie. Have you seen it?
no.
Yeah. Well, then you can't judge.
Are they actually Swiss people?
I don't remember why it's called Swiss Family Robinson, but that's
Oh,
based off the book.
I remember watching the movie so
Stop.
vividly. It was like
Anyway, it's a good movie, and I remember when I went to go do this attraction when I was young, I liked it because I liked looking at like the interesting, like this is how they did this and they made this or whatever.
I don't care. You know why? Because they should refurb it into the Tarzan treehouse or something.
No,
Yes.
Tarzan didn't have a tree. He did not have a treehouse. His parents had a treehouse.
Exactly, and his parents got killed.
Yeah, so it would be the
But-
exact same ride.
No, it wouldn't, because then they can. Never mind. That would be. That'd be bad.
Go on the Tarzan ride where you can get mauled by a leopard.
See the actual blood spots where Tarzan's family was horribly massacred. But no, it's not a great ride. But even then, it's like even with these are things that like I would still go on.
I would still do them. In fact, we did Swiss Family Treehouse last time.
I would not. I would probably avoid that one period.
Because you do have to like climb stairs and go all the way up and the narrow passageways and things like that. And people are what?
Sounds, any ride we have to climb some stairs.
You're already walking like
It is
20 miles a day
yeah.
at Walt Disney World. Why are you riding an attraction to
Wait,
just
they're not
climb
even-
stairs?
It's like the exercise ride.
The exercise.
It's fine. But even then, I would still do all of those.
I probably wouldn't do Stitch's Great Escape.
Well, it's
Or the
seasonal anyway.
Treehouse. Yeah, Stitch's. That's why. Because people don't like it.
Because he needs to escape. I need to escape the Stitch's.
I like the movie Lilo and Stitch.
It was cute. I
I don't like the ride. So this was our top 5 least favorite attractions at Walt Disney World. Again, this was harder than picking the favorites because it was like I had to keep reminding myself just because you put it on the list doesn't mean that like Disney is gonna like yank that attraction out of the parks. Like I was like,
Yes.
I was like,
The Disney company is watching this and
I
like,
was like, I don't
Mike
want.
and Andy, they don't like that attraction. It's gotta go. It's got to go.
I was like, I don't
When are they
want
coming?
any of these. I don't want any of these attractions.
You have
Like,
time to get to...
I love everything at Walt Disney World. So like, this was harder than listing the favorites for me.
Yeah, because there's not a lot to complain about.
Well, that is it for today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked this video. Like it and share it with all your friends. Leave some comments down below. Subscribe to see all of our other videos. And that's it. Have a glorious day. Sit.
Boop. Good man.